All right, what is up, guys? We're back at it again with another video comparing Big Ramy 2013 to Big Ramy of 2022. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe as well. Big Ramy. Now, I'll say the lighting at the 2013 Mr. Olympia was way better than the 2022 Mr. Olympia. But, we can tell that he's bigger, but bigger is not always better. Now, looking at the front relaxed pose, I do prefer 2013. Way better midsection. The quads, although not as big, look better because those dents, those indentations, whatever they are, maybe injection sites that just inflamed and collapsed. I have no idea. I do prefer the 2013 version. He looks more comfortable. He looks better overall. And you can definitely see more detail due to the preferable lighting. Moving on to the front double bicep. And again, I do prefer the 2013 version for the bigger arms, the more streamlined waist, the overall better proportion physique because although his quads are bigger, they don't look that great. They're not super separated, and they definitely do throw off the rest of his physique if you do ask me. Midsection 2022 was thicker, shallowy, cloudy. Arms were downsized, although lats, you could say lats were bigger, but he's posing a bit awkwardly in 2013. So I assume if he posed with a elongated torso, then you would have more lat flare, but he's not. Overall, though, I do prefer 2013 better, as he's just showcasing a better physique in his pose, in my opinion. Moving on, front lat spread, and yeah, Big Ramy did not look good at all in the 2022 Mr. Olympia. Pretty much all poses from 2013 look better. You can definitely see more triceps in 2013. He looks more comfortable. You can see more detail in the actual abdominal wall. The quads, like I say, although they're not as big, they just look more pleasing, more aesthetic, more shapely. They're not deformed with the indents. The teardrop in the inner thigh, for whatever reason, seems to have merged in 2022. Weird look if you actually look at the leg that's not upright being flexed. Not sure what's happening over there. And I actually do prefer the lats in 2013 as well. So 2013 is winning so far. Then we go to the side chest, and it's very hard to beat Ramy when you consider the side leg he currently presents. I mean, the glutes downstairs in 2022 are absolutely incredible. But you can see that lump on the quad sweep in 2022. His arms on the side when it comes to the triceps, you can't really tell that they're downsized at all. I do prefer the 2013 opposite chest with the striations on the side. He is kind of crunching down a little bit in 2013 versus 2022. He's actually somewhat upright, but I do prefer the fact you can see more traps. You can see the opposite shoulder. You can see more of the opposite arm and the opposite chest. I think 2013 also takes this, which is not great because as you bodybuild and progress and build more muscle, you want to look better, you want to improve, you want to build more muscle, build more quality, obtain a better physique. He has just not been able to do that as the years have gone on. Moving on to before we get to the back double and back lat spread, we can see the Christmas tree pose. It's not a mandatory pose, but it's all these bodybuilders do it before hitting the actual back double and lat spread. And this is the biggest knock on Big Ramy. His back is disappearing, receding for whatever reason. I have no idea. You can appreciate more detail in the glutes in 2022, as well as the hamstrings. But beyond that, I can't really give him anything else. The triceps from the back in 2013 look just thicker, bigger. It looks like they have a lot more muscle on them versus now you can't really see them too well, if I'm being honest. Other than the glutes, I have to give it to 2013 as well. Like I said, more aesthetic, more pleasing. All the muscles are there. His lower lats haven't receded as yet. I really can't give 2022, honestly, the pose if I'm being fair. And here is the back double. And I kind of have to give it 2013 just because he has a full back. 2022, he's missing damn near half his back. Like I said, you can appreciate the glutes in 2022, but it's not like he was missing glute detail back in 2013. It wasn't as deep, as cut, as separated, But the glutes are there. His glutes are in. He actually placed eighth here, by the way, if you guys are wondering. And this is actually the last year that Jay Cutler competed, placing sixth in 2013. Arms are bigger. Shoulders look better in 2013. There's nothing I can see other than just pure glute detail that is better in 2022, unfortunately, for Big Ramy. And it's pretty sad to see his physique just go downhill, to be honest. I mean, I know the guy works very hard. He started out as a fisherman, catching fish, selling to local villagers, and obviously making it to Olympia stage, winning the Olympia. But, you know, it's just, unfortunately, this is a physique contest and not a personality contest. You can also see the lumps and glutes as well, the upper part of glute. He has this protruding bump like a big pimple, probably inflammation from an injection site as well. It's just not looking good at all when you compare shot for shot and just what he presented this year versus what he's had in the past. So it's a mess. Moving on as well, back lat spread. Now, this is where the 2022 version does cover a bit of ground, I would say. I think I would give this to 2022. Although his triceps are still downsized, the back itself has not suffered any width issues. And now you can appreciate more of the pose overall, from the glutes to the hamstrings to the rear delts. Although 2013 does look great as well in his own right, I think just the width and mass and now conditioning that you can appreciate in 2022 is better. And obviously, Ramy can hide his flaws here. You're not really going to see a full-blown Christmas tree in the back lat spread. You're spreading the back open, right? So it's a width pose and not exactly a detail pose. Now, if you're Phil Heath, it's a detail pose because he, for some whatever reason, able to showcase massive detail in the back lat spread. Moving on to the side tricep. Now, although he is lacking tricep in 2022, it overall looks fine. I can appreciate the horseshoe better in 2013, but when you consider the legs downstairs having a little bit more detail, and now the mass is a bit more appreciated over here when you consider the side leg, although I do appreciate the actual visible abs in 2013, and he does showcase a bit of delt striations as well in 2013 that 2022 does not. He has a little bit of gyno in 2013, but I don't think it's enough to knock him. This is probably the hardest pose thus far to call, as he's pretty good in all areas. I kind of want to give it 2013 just because the abs are better. He actually has a tricep. I mean, it's a side tricep overall. You do have to look at the entire physique, but the main muscle being showcased is just better in 2013. So I kind of have to give it to him again. So the only thing that he's won in 2022 is the back lat spread thus far, unfortunately, right? And the final pose of this comparison is going to be the abs and thigh. And I think guys are going to know what I'm going to say. I actually don't prefer either of these versions because he's crunching over way too much in 2013, in my opinion. And 2022, he's actually leaning back. He can't really crunch down if you're upright in a abs and thigh pose. I like the quad separation more, although he doesn't have a lot of it in 2013. I like the fact that he actually has abs being showcased in 2013. You can say the lats are better in 2022, but it's just the fact that he's more upright. I'm sure if he hit it the way he did in 2013, it'll look just as small when it comes to the lat area. Everything else is similar, I suppose. You can't really tell the discrepancy in the arms at this point from this pose. The quads are just a big mess in 2022. And like I said, I think just 2013 showcased just better balance in the legs, in this case, better separation, and just the fact that he's showing abs in an ab and thigh pose. I mean, he just has to take it at that point, right? So it is unfortunate what we're seeing from Big Ramy. He says he's going to try to fix his issues and come back in 2023. I don't know if these issues are fixable, as they just progressively gotten worse over the years. The quads, the receding lats, And now the midsection is not really showcasing any detail at all. It's just not looking good. But 2013 wins this. Let me know down below you guys think, if you guys are of my same opinion. If not, let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.